So behind me is Farmer J. Their whole thing is from field to fork, so it's supposed to be a kind of a, they take fresh produce and zhuzh it up a little bit and put it on a tray for you. So there's 15 of these in London. This one's in Regent Street. I've never been to one before. Is it any good? I don't know. As a wise food blogger once said, let's give it a go. So I wanted to come to Farmer J for a while because I first noticed this one, which is in Regent Street, just down the road from Broadcasting House, last year during the election, when a friend of mine and I came down to watch the announcement, which I didn't know this because I would have done it for years previously, but the BBC projects the election exit poll on the side of the building. It was good vibes. It was good. So Farmer J, there's 15 of them. This one is in Regent Street, as I mentioned. So their whole thing is you get base, and the base can be kind of carby, or it can be, I've got spinach for my base. You put a main on it, which is normally some sort of protein, and then you can have a couple of sides. And it's their whole shtick is that it's kind of really fresh. It's kind of farmer's field to tray. And I'm actually doing this review on my way down to go and do another review, which I haven't decided where I'm going to go yet. Get a carby base of mine. I got some spinach, and second channel video. We're gonna do this probably relatively quickly. This is also the first time I've tried the second camera view, which this is going to take some work because obviously you can see the second camera. Anyway, let's give it a go. I'm gonna find some of the spinach. Well, let's get some of the spinach and some of the chicken. I should say this was £12.45, £12.50 for the plate of food you see, and a Diet Coke. Let's see what it's like. Let's give it a go. Well, I got here a little bit before it opened, and there was already a queue forming outside. I can see why. It's really tasty. Let's try some of this broccoli. Really decent. Like, I would call that's restaurant quality. Like, if you went, obviously there's a few nice restaurants around where I'm sitting now. If you went to a restaurant, you'd expect it to be like that. I mean, the whole shtick is health, but there's a reasonable amount of salt on that. But it makes it tasty because, as you know, salt equals flavour. Let's try some of this. This is like did I get the Caesar salad? I got the Caesar salad in the end. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's rich. A bit of avocado in there and a Caesar salad, which is fine. A bit of an unusual thing to put in a Caesar salad. I think I've had a bit of a funny mix with what I've chosen here. I don't think it kind of goes together, but that's obviously on me for what I chose. It's really good. It's all, wow, really, really surprised. Because when they announced this was going to be £12.50, I was kind of like, that's a lot. This isn't the sort of lunch. It's really good. It's healthy. I mean, it's expensive for a lunch every day. If you were commuting. It's satisfying. I suspect if you had some carbs, it would be more filling. Yeah, it's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to finish off and let's see where we get to. What to say about Father J? So this is the first video I put on the second channel. What I want to do with the second channel is basically have a rule that if you're expected to manage your own tray, that's going to go on Fast Foods with Matt. And if it's more of a sit-down destination or table service thing, it's going to go on the main channel. Because there's so many places that I want to do which are just that non-destinational kind of fast food thing, but we're kind of going to pitch this at, is it a decent lunch choice? And I don't want to do the sort of the structured methodology that I have on the main channel. I just basically want to be like, should this be in your regular lunch rotation? Farmer J is obviously trying to be one of those newer, those modern takes on fast food where it's kind of like fresh. You can control what's going into you. You can kind of have the lower fat options, or you can have something that's make it really yours. So that's what they are trying to do. And I didn't really have, going into that, much of a calibration as to how much that sort of experience would cost. And I was pretty staggered to find that it was £12.50. And I was like, okay, well, maybe all of the places I go to that I don't usually do this sort of lunch, maybe they're all kind of that. But to me, in my head, you should, if you're not, the 3 tiers of lunch being something from home, supermarket meal deal, which costs £3.50 to £5 depending on your choice of supermarket, and then actually going somewhere as a bit of, maybe as a bit of a treat, £10. I'm thinking. What I'm really going to do is kind of like, should Farmer J be in your rotation? The food was actually really good. I think there is a bit of a thing which I should flag, is the chicken didn't feel like, some of it felt like it wasn't cooked through properly. You know how if you're trying to cook chicken on the point and it's kind of a little bit before, so it's not pink, but the texture's still got that little rubbery feel going onto it. It felt like that. It felt like there was something a bit undercooked about the chicken. The particular mix of things that I had was a bit strange, but that's on me. But they give you the variety to do that if you want. The one thing I said which was a bit, which I think was strange, was that I had loads of time to do this today, so I thought I'll do Farmer J and I'll walk down to Bill's to do the review for the main channel. And about 20 minutes after leaving Farmer J on the 40-minute walk from Regent Street to Covent Garden, I got really hungry. And by the time I was in the queue for Bill's, I was ravenous. And I know I didn't have any carbs in this meal with Farmer J because I knew I was going to go to Bill's. I did quite a lot of protein, so that was strange. Anyway, the food is really fresh. It's really creative. It's nice in there. The service is good. It's the price. I think the price basically is enough for me to say I don't see where this fits in your rotation unless you absolutely love what it is that they do. There's a Leon a couple of stores down. I didn't, again, not knowing to calibrate what the calibration of the prices, that sort of experience was. Went down to Leon, you could get a rice bowl there for £7-8. And that Leon offer is going to be roughly equivalent. So Farmer J, yeah, it was interesting. Glad I went there. It was really good. They're doing a nice enough job, but I don't see that it fits into a kind of that lunch rotation. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, there's a button for that. If you didn't like this video, it's fine. I can deal with the emotional distress caused by someone not liking the videos I put out there. If you like my stuff, really helps me grow the channel if you subscribe and turn the notifications on. There's also a Patreon link through to the YouTube channel and the website. But anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.